Hi, welcome back to Flint's Collectibles. Today we are going to do an unboxing and review on the Kenner Ghostbusters Fright Features re-release.
Ghostbusters!
Spangler, this lab is spooky. Venkman, yacht if ahead. Ah! It's full speed ahead! What an eyeful! Let's split! Great car! Step on it! Yikes! It's Highway Haunter! Looks like he got a rise out of you. We're out of here!
The real Ghostbusters, each sold separately, new from Kenner.
Safe!
Joining with me today is my very special guest, Aubrey. Aubrey's pretty excited. She's waited patiently to open up these. I did pick up this one in store, and all the other three I had to order off Amazon, which is why they're kind of dinged up, as you can kind of see. So Amazon didn't do the best job with shipping these. They didn't put any bubble wrap. Amazon, I would appreciate if you put some bubble wrap in those boxes and maybe not cram them in there. But we're gonna open these, so it doesn't matter. All the other ones that I have of my copies of these are on my wall in the hallway, and they are pristine looking. These ones are a little dinged up except for just one, Egon. So let's go ahead and hop into the artwork. Alright, so here's the figures and the artwork. I think the artwork on this makes it the best because they pulled it right from how it used to look. I remember the two in the middle, Peter and Egon, from my grandma's house. She used to have them and I used to play with them. Egon was missing part of his tie because, as anyone knows who's had these in the past, the tie breaks on the originals, and I'm sure it would on these ones. It's just cool to see the figures all together and to have the whole set, and I cannot wait to open these so that I can kind of have that like childhood nostalgia feel for these, because when I was a kid I would go over to her house and always play with them all the time, and they were always kept inside of the original turtle layer box, and it's just cool to have them all. So let's go ahead and take a look at the back of the package. Alright, so there's the back of the packaging. As you can see, it shows each of the figures and what they do and the different moves. These ones are really cool because you push their arms in and it activates little motions, which we will show here in a little bit. Alright, so it's kind of tricky to get this all in one shot, but here they all are in one shot in overhead view, one last time in the package. Let's go ahead and get them out of the package. Alright, so there's everything out of the package. Let's start with Peter and his ghost capturing weapon. So as you can see, just like the originals, got that cool looking blue going on, and we'll show them displayed with them. And then he comes with his own ghost. I love the ghosts because they're translucent. Looks really neat. A little bit bendable. And then we'll go to Egon's weapon. So as you can see, got that classic yellow look to it. My grandma didn't have the weapons. I don't remember being with them, so I'm not sure if the weapons and the ghosts match, but there's the other one. It's got that kind of like a pinkish clear look to it. And then we'll go to Ray. Here's Ray's weapon, or ray gun, to capture the ghost. Got like that purple look to it. And then we'll look at his ghost. His ghost is really cool. It's got like that clear look with that ghoul. Has little feet and hands. Really neat. Really captures that like 80s, 90s era. So then we'll go with Winston, and then here's Winston's weapon. As you can see, just real simple, basic. It's just neat little kids' toys. Got that green, and then here's Winston's ghost. His is probably one of my favorite ones, just because it can go on top of his head. Got little hands. I don't know if you can see it. And just really neat. I love the orange color to it. You can see almost right through it. So then we'll look at some of the figures. Let's start back with Peter, because this is one that my Grandma used to have. I think it's just really cool. It's got like the Ghostbusters logo to the classic big gray boots with the gray outfit with the yellow, like, I don't know what they call that, but like a vest kind of look, or like straps. And then we got the classic Peter face, and I used to love playing with these at my grandma's house. Just holding it just reminds me of those so much. I think that's the best thing about toys, is to find the toys that help you relive your childhood. And then here's one of my favorites at my grandma's house was Egon. It's got like the glasses with the blonde hair, the white and the blue gloves, red boots. I mean, just something just real basic, but just so much fun to just, as you can see, his tie goes up. Also, these ties would break because the plastic was so thin and they just get easily broken. So it's real cool. It's got the Ghostbusters logo on one side. And then we'll go with Ray, which I'm not as familiar with because my grandma didn't have these ones that I remember, at least. So there's the blue gloves with like the kind of like a copper orange color Ghostbusters logo on his shirt. Got the goggles. I always thought this was like not hair, but if you look real close, it's actually hair. It's pretty wild. And then got the gray boots. So it's really cool. They all just have like leg bends and arm bends. Nothing crazy, no elbows or knees or anything like that. But again, this is probably the best part, just to have fun. I really love this one too. It's just cool with his big eyes and how they just, things were so much more simpler back then. So here's Winston. As you can see, just got the black hair. Got like the gray suit with the yellow accents, purple gloves to stand out. Ghostbusters logo on the shoulder there. So just really neat. And then again, back to the best part. It's just so much fun. I think that this is one of the favorite ones, just because his head spins all the way around. Reminds you of one of those older scary movies or whatever, where the girl's head turns all the way around. Just pretty wild. So let's go ahead and look at them with their accessories in hand. Alright, so there's everyone with their weapons. Now let's start with Winston this time. Work our way around. It's really cool, real simple. Just pops right on there. It's real fun, and you can also put it over his head so he can be all scared. Get off of me. Which is really cool. And then here's Ray with his. Now his does stick from the backside through those little like ghoul looking things in the back of his mouth. So really cool. I love the colors. And then we'll go with Egon. And he just kind of grabs his guy up by the neck. So just really cool. Again, just awesome features. And then we'll go with Peter. Peter's guy doesn't hang on there very well, but I got him as well as I could. And then again, gotta capture those awesome classic Ghostbusters feels. So there it is. Alright, so there they are, Ghostbusters Fright Features sets. And I have to say, just like a blast from the past. Like these two right here, Egon and Peter, are the ones that I played with when I was probably Aubrey's age, and I knocked them over just like that, and they stand back up. But I just think it's so much fun just to see the old school figures and to just see them remake them into new light to make them fun. They're just the same, just real simple, back when times were just easier and simpler. And these two guys right here were a part of my childhood growing up when, you know, they weren't like rich or anything like that, and you just play with what you can at your grandma's house, and just like fun times, just real simple little toys, no iPads, no cell phones, just no YouTube, just all that stuff wasn't existing yet, just toys and just having fun, making the most of everything. So I think these are awesome, and I think it's cool that they reissued them with the same packing look, like just the whole thing all together. Just really reignites that like childhood, this nostalgia in your heart, as well as when I get to see my kids also enjoy them, is an extra plus too. It's just really neat that they reissue toys from the past and that kids now can just go to the store and enjoy the same thing. Now I got to actually enjoy opening these ones where the other ones I didn't open. So I think they're cool, and I think they just kept it right to the way they were, and they didn't change much from what I can tell. And the price point wasn't too bad. I mean, it's nothing too crazy. The packing, it's kind of hard to keep them flat, so the only probably negative thing I guess you could say was how Amazon packed my package, and they didn't pack them very well. I wasn't gonna open them, so it's not a big of a deal, but if I were to keep in the package, I'd have to find a new set or try to flatten out the ones that were all creased and messed up. But I think the figures themselves definitely get a 2 thumbs up. For Aubrey's 2 thumbs up. She's being quiet, but she has loved playing with these. Outside of this part of the video, she has been sitting and playing with them, enjoying them, and it's just really neat to see that like childhood like joy that I had passed on to my kids. And that's like the number one thing with having toys like this is, yeah, they're cool to collect as collectors, and we all try to have all the ones we can, but the best part about this for myself is for my kids to enjoy it and to watch them enjoy them and have fun with them. And if you're also in the Evansville area, please be sure to check out Evansville Toys and Games. They have figures like these, originals. I'm sure they have these re-releases as well, or anything you would collect. Pokemon cards, video games, movies, like just books, all kinds of different stuff. You can find just about anything in their store. So if you're in the Evansville area, or if you want to check them out on Facebook, please do. And also, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to go down below, right down here, like, comment, and subscribe, and click that bell. All your guys' support out there, whether watching or subscribing or commenting, is greatly appreciated, and we very much appreciate all the support we get from YouTube to Facebook to Instagram, and the comments and the conversations about stuff. And just, I want this page to find a place in each one's heart who watches it, who enjoys it, whether it be to watch my kids be goofy and silly or just us talk. So if you enjoy them, please be sure to do those 3.
Yep.
If you could. Yep. And until next time, peace.